All right, it's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a pleasure. Nick Cannon Mornings, and rolling with me this morning, the one and only Iggy Azalea. Yo, I'm honored because you got in your bag and you ain't looked back since.
I didn't.
And people don't even really know that like you actually have like a hell of a sense of humor and a
Thank
great
you.
personality. So that's what I don't want to like doing interviews. This is a close conversation.
It is.
Right here.
We've already had a conversation for ages.
Yeah, I know.
I thought I was going to get to leave. No.
I like, all right, we
No,
done.
I was happy when I found out that you got this new job because I thought, wow, this is going to be cool to get to come talk to you.
Yeah, because we don't be with all that messy stuff. But like, do you like doing interviews in general? Or like, are you over it? Because some people just don't do interviews. Some people.
I've gotten a little bit that way, like over
Really?
the years.
Why?
I did so many because I'm actually a really talkative person, and you can never get me to shut up.
Right.
But then I've become less and less talkative just around certain people, just because I feel like
Everything becomes a headline.
Yeah, and now I'm scared to talk at all.
Well, you can't be scared
But
to talk
not to
with me
you,
'cause
not
we-
to you.
we-
That's
we
why I'm
cool.
here. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
yeah.
here. But that's why I just don't go most of the times, because I feel like if you're not going to talk, then what's the point in going? That's
Right.
not fun for anybody. So I just kind of pass on it most of the time.
Because and there's this image of like artists, especially superstar artists like yourself, that you're not approachable and you're
Yeah, for sure.
Even
I get that a lot.
why?
I don't know, but I promise you, more than once a week, people that interact with me just in regular life will be like, "You're actually really nice." I'm like, "Wow, so you must have thought that I was the biggest jerk."
Well, you're definitely kind of intimidating. I mean, like when you think about like being the star that you are, like we know the millions and the platinums
Yeah, blah,
and
blah.
all of that, but then even when you walk into the room, you take over a room. Like it's super captivating.
But
Like
that's coming from somebody that's sitting here in like a bulletproof vest. Like, I don't know.
I'm just saying though.
Very demure.
I'm
sure you don't take over the room either, Nick.
No, but I mean, like, even with men and dating and stuff, like, do you feel like sometimes you like, I gotta tone it down so I can get on like the average dude's level? Like,
No, I don't think anybody should tone themselves down for anybody else, because that would never work.
really?
Yeah.
See,
you should be you, and
But there's aspects of you. There's levels. There's frequencies that we operate on. Like if you on your God frequency the whole time, you ain't gonna be able to rock with nobody.
well, what is God frequency?
You don't know about God
No,
frequency?
Go in depth for that.
Oh, see, you really want to go there about the samadhi and their chakras and they align, and when you get to the highest sense that you in your
My
own zone.
chakras
And,
are great. Do you just mean like don't roll around with your glam team?
no,
Is that what you mean?
nah, that's definitely not it. It's like really when it's your inner self. Like we ain't gonna get too
Yeah.
deep, but like when
okay,
by yourself.
You shouldn't tone down your inner self, though.
Sometimes you
That's
have
what-
to. Yeah, you gotta go onto a.
What, to be a less intense energy until you want to segue someone in? See, but don't you feel like that's a little bit trapping somebody? Like
It is, but every time you meet someone,
Gotcha.
when you meet someone, you always offer your representative. You're never who you really are.
That is true.
Right.
You're on your best behavior. It's the interview, but also you need to be yourself to give people the choice as to whether or not
If they
wanna
really
sign
gonna rock
up
with you.
for
But, like,
that.
if you-
so maybe there's a fine line.
But that's why people always say, "Oh, I didn't know this girl was gonna end up being a crazy stalker girl." Like, but
So what if I'm a crazy stalker girl from day one?
then at least then we kept it a stack. I'm like, yo,
Exactly.
crazy stalker, but she bad as hell. I'm gonna risk it all. like,
Exactly.
so, but
That's how it works for me.
so every time you've been in a relationship or even meeting people, you offer, "This is me, 100%. This is what you get."
Well, of course I'm on my best behavior
Right.
also, but I'm not gonna.
You not fake. You ain't gonna
No.
give them your real personality from
Yeah,
the gate.
for sure, definitely.
That means a lot. And then and it sounds like that in your music, because when I hear you talking that shit in your music, I was like, oh, she's
I'm a big shit talker.
yeah, like she's
Big
at
shit
it.
talker.
Like even in the started joint is crazy, which
Thank
is like
you.
millions and millions, 66 million on
Good.
online already and stuff. So tell me a little bit about the new project.
It's aggressive but fun and like high energy.
Right.
Cool.
Well, that's kind of been your
It's kinda
vibe
like me.
from day one. Now, In My Defense. Tell me about that title. You out here defending yourself?
Sort of, but
You need my
not
bulletproof vest?
kinda. Well, I think it's when you're a person that's in the spotlight, a lot of the times just your day-to-day life is you defending yourself, especially like on the internet.
Right.
So for me, this album is just like, in my defense, if I had a platform to say everything that I wanted to say, this is, what I would say in the conversation, and that's what it is.
And you've been saying it for a while, but
I have.
why people ain't listening in? Why they ain't tapping in? Like they
I don't know.
And so obviously superstar in music, and we've seen glimpses of you and your other talents in other fields of entertainment. Are we gonna see like movies starring superhero
not with
TV
me.
shows? Why not?
I've been asked to do things like that, and I don't do them, which is weird. I would like to make things like that, but I don't want to be in things like that.
Why? You're natural.
No, I don't think
I would go see Iggy Azalea superhero movie.
Okay,
I would
first
see
of
that.
all,
Super Iggy.
just watch my Postmates commercial. I'm a really bad actress. You wouldn't.
Oh, but like, what is? See, as someone who's been acting for a long time, what everybody says good and bad actors, that's subjective. Like,
I just feel like anytime I'm having a natural conversation, I'm able to, do that and tell my stories or whatever, and people will tell me that they could imagine me being good at being an actress, but I'm not. As soon as I see something on a script, somehow it just becomes like I'm a robot.
But see,
I'm
when
really
you
bad at it.
when you were on Wild 'N Out, you
think
was
too
perfect.
much.
Like you was
But
silly.
there was no script for that.
There was no script, but see, I like that.
What are you
Live it
talking
up.
about, Nick?
Nah, but it like
That was
you.
all stuff I just came up with. I don't know
But
what
you
you're
were
talking
really
about. This is
good. You were
good.
playful. You were funny.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
But that wasn't acting to me. That was just normal.
I'm just
real
saying,
life.
if ever it happens, I will produce
All I
the
know
Iggy
is-
Azalea superhero movie.
You know what? Funnily enough, random story. I almost was a villain in a movie.
What movie? That's
Power Rangers.
That would have been the shit.
I was off, but you had to film it in like Vancouver or somewhere, and it took like movie length amount of time, and I was like, I ain't doing that shit.
You passed on being in the Power Rangers because you didn't want to be on a long flight.
Yeah, but you know what? Also, I was intimidated because I knew that there was no way that I would be able to play that villain because they're just, I don't know. I was scared. I was scared by the concept.
Let's see,
of the
I
whole
could be
thing.
your coach. I could be there. I could have got you through the whole thing. I'm not giving up on this idea. You in a movie as a villain is even better
villain
than a
would've been great.
superhero.
Yeah, I agree.
What would be your secret power?
As a villain?
Yeah, I mean villains have secret powers too.
I don't
Or
know.
super villain powers.
I don't know. I've never really thought about that.
It
I
gotta
don't know.
be- it'd
Just
be-
killing people. Some sort of
Through
genocide situation.
like just that look.
Mm-hmm.
Take the glasses off and just eyes beam and all
Yeah.
men melt.
They need to make a Medusa movie. I could be her. That'd be cool.
Great ass idea.
She's very misunderstood.
There it
I feel.
is. Medusa, starring Iggy Azalea. I'm
Or
producing
not.
it.
No. You're trying to talk me into this?
Yes, you as Medusa.
This goes back to your relationship thing where you don't really like represent yourself properly at the start. Like you just let us all know and then you like baby step somebody down the
Slowly.
road into shit and before you know it they're starring in the movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at convincing people to do shit. So I think, but it's called coaching, bringing the best out of you.
Yeah, see, you don't want to be a man that coaches women.
Why?
That is like coaching and grooming. Sounds like real similar. Dude.
But what is it?
Are you coaching me or grooming me?
See, grooming, you get into the pimping right there. I wasn't going that far. I was talking about like self-motivation,
I'm on to you.
inspiring, as like pastors and
okay.
ministers,
Yeah,
those
okay.
type of people. I'm not grooming you. See, why you have to take it there? I'm trying to enlighten and
Okay,
help.
you're enlightening me. Thank you
And
so
bring-
much
and bringing
for
out the-
aligning my chakras.
See,
Thank you.
elevating you to that higher frequency. That's all we doing right there.
Right. I'm on to you.
What do you mean you on to me?
I see.
See where we going. So I got to be honest then, since you done called me out for what it actually is. Relationships, I suck at them. I am the worst at them, and I
Why?
have
What do you think
given
you're the
up
worst at?
on love. I suck at it. I'm not good at it.
But what happens?
I
like,
fail
is there a thing
every
in your
time.
relationship where it's like, damn, this is always what.
It's not
is-
one thing. I try to be submissive. I get stomped on. I try to be I try to be motivating and coaching, and I get called a pimp and a groomer. like I can't get it right. So I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. I don't believe monogamy is a natural thing. I feel like that's something that is the society and European mindsets have convinced us that we have to only be with one another to exchange
Yes,
property.
monogamy is I already know. I read a whole book about it.
There it is.
So you can't beat me on that.
So all I'm saying is I need help. I need advice from someone who's got it all together.
Nick Cannon is dating women and like sliding sex before dawn across the table on his first date and being like, read this, baby girl.
That's not what I'm doing. Is that the word? Is that what's going on?
The book.
But
is that not the book you're trying to get these girls to read?
No, not at all. See, to me, I'm not even about sex.
Do you talk to them about chimpanzees and shit and be like, look at all these female chimpanzees.
This is no,
They're not monogamous and look how they do
absolutely not. First of all, I don't think sex has to be a part of it. I believe if you're really trying to get to know someone, sex shouldn't come into the conversation.
No, I'm
for a
only
while.
saying that because you just tried to like. You didn't try to. You said the whole monogamy comes from land ownership.
Right.
That's
You
true.
read the book. It wasn't about no slinging dong with chimpanzees though, but it was just it was about tribalism. It was about the mindset of how you populate the earth and how it happened before government and constructs came into play. And
then monogamy happened after property ownership.
Talk your shit. That's exactly. So that's all I'm saying is it's not for me. So if I am a hopeless romantic though. I have fearless romantic tatted on my shoulder. I love romance, but I can't be in a relationship. Is there any advice that will actually make it work where people don't think I'm slanging dong across the table? Was that a quote?
First of all,
you
don't
said
make
it.
that my quote.
That is your quote. I don't use the word dong.
I didn't use the word dong. I would never.
We're going to rewind the tape. You said.
Please do, so we can see it coming out of your mouth.
Dong will never come out or go in my mouth. Let's just put it out there.
It was all in your mouth. It was in your mouth. It was never in.
Okay, there's no dongs in anyone's mouth right now. Let's get back. I need help, Iggy. Come on.
Okay, I don't know what to do. For me, I compartmentalized that book and was like, I don't know what to do about this.
But there's several books, even like books about where women. I believe that women are the stronger and higher power being, and that men should be submissive to women, but a woman has to know her own power. If she don't know she a queen, then I can't treat her like a queen. She got to know she a queen. She got to know she a goddess.
I don't know. That sounds like it could get passive aggressive with you.
How? See, you are good. I need you as my therapist. People have called me passive aggressive before.
Because then I feel like you have some sort of passive aggressive standard for women that you're projecting onto somebody as their standard, and then if they don't do it, you're like, you're not a queen, that's why I did that to you in passive aggressive ways.
See, now I don't know if I would go that far, but I have been told in the past that I put too many expectations on women.
Yeah, you
and
like
that's
to
why
self-project.
that's one of those things where I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna fall back. I don't judge anybody. If you want to be a free spirit, if you want to roll how you roll, then cool. And I don't think that's passive.
Where are you meeting these girls? I'm just curious. I want to know all about it.
Without lying.
Now, actually, and again, I don't go looking for women. I don't chase women. I only like who like me. Like, so if you ain't checking for me,
really a good place.
I'm
to
joking.
Meet a
It ain't
woman.
church.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, we can talk about church is probably the perfect women if you really try to get it popping.
I really want to know. Where?
I don't
online, social media.
I don't chase women. I don't go looking for them. I've given up. You think I'm playing? Like so
Okay,
much
so
so
where are
they
they
make me
meeting
go
you?
on blind dates because I don't go after girls.
Do you think that?
I've had my fun. I'm a grown ass man.
Okay,
like,
but the last few people that maybe you've dated or whatever the hell gone out with, even if it wasn't like it didn't work out after that.
Right.
Are these people that you meet like maybe through mutual friends or in the real world, or are these people that
I guess
maybe
a
hit
few
you
people
up, send you a little winky face?
somebody be like, yo, my friend, she's really into you, and then it's fact like they probably not into me. They into an image that they think that I am.
That's where you go wrong from the start because
So
you
where
can't
should I
talk
meet
to people
women?
whose friends are into you that you don't know. Like if somebody thought they were into me but they didn't.
If somebody was like,
they'd
yo,
not have a conversation, I'd be like, well, I don't know if this is gonna work because you're probably into the idea of like me, and that's not.
And then there's expectations that I'm walking into. I'm a lot more reserved and introverted than people think that I am. Like I'm naturally a quiet person when all of this shit ain't going on. So then they're like, why aren't you talking? Are you okay? What's wrong? And I'm like, I'm good. I'm chilling. So
doing stuff.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't like. It's awkward. I don't like meeting people, and I don't know what to do. So maybe you said it's the place that I should meet them. Where should I meet women?
I don't think there's a place, but I think that you
Or
should
how?
You should just be able to have
Tinder.
a natural conversation and chemistry with somebody first before you then
But
decide
you
that
gotta
wanna,
know
like,
that.
go on a date with them.
This is Nick Cannon Mornings, and I'm getting relationship advice from my new therapist, Iggy Azalea. She's making it happen.
Okay,
But you've pinned me, you've called me out, but you haven't helped me.
I don't have the answers for you.
Oh,
I
you're
just
definitely
know
not
what's
getting
wrong.
my
I'm
money.
sorry.
You're not getting a check.
Listen, you need to come back for the next session. That's how therapy works. If I fixed everything on session 1, you would not be a repeat customer.
You're good.
Okay?
You're
come
good.
back next week for an hour, and I'll give you another crumb.
You
I
are
love you.
good. I'll be back for the next session next week, and hopefully
We can do this for years.
Really? And
Yeah.
you're gonna I need guidance throughout this process,
I will
because
help
I've
you.
given up on love.
I'm gonna groom you.
And so love is something I should I see what she did there. She called it back. Iggy's pimping me. All right, so clearly I think I might have met my match in this sense, but it's that time. We going in for the fire squad.
I'm really bad at rapid fire questions. I'm just.
It don't matter. That's why I got the vest on. I got your back.
Okay.
You're a super villain. You can handle this.
Okay.
Just whatever comes to your mind,
All right.
let it go.
Okay. I will.
Biggest fear.
Failing. Flopping. Flop. It's a big fear every day.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I'm scared.
If that's a fear to have, that's one, because you're gonna be working your
You
ass
know,
off
it's
not to
crazy
do it.
though, because I feel like every time I put something out and it doesn't necessarily like meet my expectations of what I thought it would, it sometimes feels like a failure to me. But then when I look back on things in retrospect, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm making income off of this for the last 8-9 years now, and I have an awesome, amazing life. So maybe, even though at the time it feels like a failure again, why am I failing? It kind of isn't when I look at the bigger picture. I actually, I'm doing very
you've
well.
succeeded beyond
But
belief.
it's still my fear.
Yeah.
every
but
time.
It's not a fear. It's not a failure. It's a lesson. You know.
Every time I'm like, if this doesn't get to this, then it's just over for me.
And then you
But
look
maybe
around at your big ass house.
maybe
and-
I'm mirroring that because I'm like, actually, maybe I'm okay.
Exactly. All right. One thing the world doesn't know about you.
That I don't know. They don't know so many things about me.
We've learned a lot.
I'm nice. Know that. I keep trying to tell everybody.
She is
When are you
out of
gonna know
her
that?
damn mind.
When
All
will
right.
that not be my secret?
Best advice you've ever gotten.
I don't know. Stop being a bitch.
It's great fucking advice right there. Biggest guilty pleasure.
My biggest guilty pleasure? I don't know. I don't really have any guilty pleasures. I just only have pleasures.
Just pleasure.
I
You're
don't
not
feel guilty
guilty
about any of
Just
my pleasures.
let it all out.
Yeah.
All right. Message to your biggest hater in 3 words.
Eat a dick.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Favorite movie of all time.
I have so many favorite movies of all time. Fuck. I don't know.
I hate this question too,
That's
because
a
I have
terrible
so
question
many.
because you're gonna pigeonhole me in my
Favorite
movie choice.
comedy. I'm gonna go with Coming to America.
That is a good one. Do you know I almost called my first mixtape ever Coming to America?
That shit would've
and
been-
used a bunch of Eddie Murphy sound
That shit would have
bites.
been. Why? That's fire.
I know,
It's a
but
little too late
instead I
'cause you've
called it
been here
Ignorant Art, which was fire
that's
too,
fire
because
too.
it's like the Basquiat movie.
exactly.
He says that he wants to make Ignorant
That was
Art.
you went deeper. You went deeper because
Went in it.
all the way.
All the way.
It just
deep.
see. Here we go. Moving right
Anyway.
along. Childhood celebrity crush.
Oh, it was Jay from this boy band called Five. That's a UK boy band, and he had an eyebrow piercing. He was the rapper of the group, and I really like that guy.
Shouts out to Jay. I wonder what he's doing.
Abs was like, he actually tweeted me once.
Shooting a shot.
He was like, "What's up, baby girl?" I was like, "This is not gonna work. Like, I was a child when I liked you, and this is just."
But
weird."
he can.
You don't think that's weird?
Not really.
I just feel like that would be too much of a generational gap. Like, in theory, would you talk to a woman?
Mariah
like-
Carey.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry that I don't Google your life. Jesus Christ. I mean, so what? Okay, so tell me about it. I'm interested to know what you. Grew
Mariah
up watching
Carey
Mariah
at
Carey.
12 years old. I had pictures on the wall. The someday video. I was like, someday I am gonna marry that woman, and I did that shit.
Okay, but how did that work out for you? Because
I was
we
coachable.
were talking about. Let's go back to your therapy session here.
Please,
Weren't
let's
we
go.
just talking about
Yes.
the fact that you don't like when people think that they know you or have an idea about
Facts. Well, first of all,
Wow.
that was a dream.
you,
I didn't think it could really happen. And when I met her, I was like, yo, she's normal. She's a regular person. We
Okay,
hit
so
it
it
off.
just was like, this isn't what I thought. This is even better.
Exactly.
Okay.
It went beyond my expectations.
Beyond.
I found out that she was spiritual. I found like she was the most normal, regular person ever. And the diva thing is like she's in on the joke. And then like we wanted the same things out of life, from our children to how we see life, and even to that's one of my best friends. So it's like,
That's good.
like I wouldn't change any of that for the world, and it was a pleasant surprise. Now, to your point though, going into it, I was like, oh, Mariah Carey. But
And then
because
somewhere in the mix, she became a real person.
yeah, because she was so cool, I was like, damn, this is a dream come true. The person, because I'm one of those people. I only want to be fans of artists.
So
I don't
when
want to
you
be
met
friends.
her-
And when I met her, because everybody disappoints you, she did not
Were you
disappoint
like,
me.
damn, I'm gonna shoot my shot? Or were you just like,
She kind of shot at
oh,
me.
really?
I don't chase women.
Okay.
She called me and I was like, hey, what's happening? Oh yeah, I ain't doing that.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe you should not think about it as chasing women. I don't
That
know.
it.
Is
That's
that even
why not.
thing?
I don't. If I like who likes me. If you don't like me, then you're an associate.
I mean, yeah, but what if you just meet someone, you have a conversation, you're like, I like
And
this
it was
person.
a great.
and
We
I'm
have great
pursuing them.
conversation. We're like,
Yeah,
hey,
but-
holla, that's my people. And then we
Okay,
keep it
so
moving.
say I'm a random. Hi.
I
I'm
hate
girl
rejection.
Tiffany.
Okay, I don't
And
want me. I hate rejection.
I work here every day,
don't
and
want-
so we have such great conversations and chemistry. Are you ever gonna like try to get a
No,
tip, or are you
because
just gonna
I
let
would-
that shit fly by.
I
until
would
she-
let you fly by
So what
because
you're
it would break my
saying-
heart if you told me no.
So Nick Cannon is afraid to put his dick on the table.
Pretty much. I like to keep my dick in my pants, personally. No, but honestly, I hate rejection. If this was a real therapy thing, I hate when people tell me no.
Everybody
So-
hates rejection. That's human nature.
Exactly. So I don't get rejected. So I never chase. So and if someone
You need
likes
some
me,
real therapy, Nick.
I do. And this
I
is-
like went and got therapy for real.
And
That
this
was
is-
like not wanted therapy. I was like, fuck you guys, I don't want therapy. And everyone was like, you fucking need therapy, bitch. And I went to this
Everyone needs
dumb
therapy.
fucking therapy camp. I got a coin and everything.
You got the fucking
afterwards.
coin? I got a couple
Yes.
of coins too.
Oh my gosh, congratulations for you. I got a coin. I felt so accomplished. I was like, this is the hardest I've ever worked for like one coin in ages.
Yeah.
Usually I get mad coins for doing
People
not
think
shit.
people think therapy is a bad thing. I actually think everyone, if you have the time and the energy and
No, it's
the well-being
cool.
to do it, to talk to people about who
That
you
shit's
actually
expensive
are.
though.
That's the only
That's
problem. I think it's
only
overpriced.
fucking
I
thing,
think
man.
I
It's
think
so
therapy
overpriced.
should be
I was
given
like,
to young
I could have
kids.
had like a nice watch for this or something. Did I? It was worth it though. It made me a better
It made
person.
you better. You're more involved.
You
Your
know
conversation
what
now
I
is super.
learned?
You're helping me.
If you want to be a bitch, I learned this in therapy, okay? So it's facts. If you're going to be a bitch in an email, just put an exclamation mark after something really passive aggressive and it just works. People think it's nice then.
Close
I put
conversations.
so many more exclamation marks in my emails after going to therapy.
We getting good
Therapy.
game from Iggy Azalea here. Nick
That's
Cannon
what I
Mornings.
learned from it. And
Close
other stuff too.
conversations.
But
We-
mainly, put more exclamation marks in things that could be seen passive aggressive in emails. It works.
And you see how we was in the fire squad questions,
think
and
I'm
you
way
just
nicer now.
Yeah, and now you didn't
Sorry.
fucked up the fire squad
back to
questions. We done went back and got all in my head, gave me some
Fire
more
at me.
therapy. All right, here back to the fire squad questions. Most prized possession.
Oh, I have a really great art collection. I have Keith Haring's. I have Mira
word?
Dancy's. Yeah, really good.
When did you
art
start
collection.
that?
Patrick Nagel's. When I got money. Duh.
There's a lot. That's such an asshole statement. There's people
How
who go.
could you start a fine art collection when you can't fucking buy fine
There's-
art?
you
Bitch,
didn't say fine
obviously
art,
I
you said
started
art.
my collection when I could buy some fucking artwork.
I've been collecting art since I was broke.
Okay, me too. You know what? I get some cool art in my collection that's not worth shit, but I like it. I like to buy artwork from people that are in prison because they actually have some really bomb shit. And
There
I
it is.
have some that's framed in my house and it's cool.
See, there it is.
Yeah.
Best word that describes you.
Ridiculous.
That I would agree.
Yes.
I would
Very
definitely
ridiculous.
agree. Biggest lesson you've learned in your career so far?
I think there's no such thing as a definitive anything. There's no such thing as like failure and you can never come back from. There's no such thing as a magical second chance that cures everything. Everything is just, there's no real failure and there's no real win. It's just
That's
all-
that God frequency. That's that shit I was talking about. That's Samadhi. We ain't gonna get into that. Nasty or classy?
I don't know. Who wants to be one or the other of that? Either one of those things is shit. It has to be like
In
a
the middle.
spectrum. Yeah.
So you classy.
Yeah.
So classy. Ugh, you classy?
Classy or yeah, you can't be the other way around.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just nasty.
Yeah.
And that just sounds like you got a list. Biggest turn on.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a biggest turn on that I. Yeah.
There's
I don't
something
know.
about someone you're into. You're like, ooh, that shit. That makes
But
me
I feel
real
like everybody
classy.
everybody that I have been in significant relationships with throughout the course of my life, there's not one thing that I'm like, oh, it's that thing every fucking time. Like I'm not like every guy I've ever really was into was a great dresser, and it just like, oh yes, that's what it was. Like,
You like dudes with sense of humor, though.
everybody wants that because it means that you're having a conversation that you're enjoying. So that's,
Facts.
I mean, is that even like a turn on, or is that just a like
All right,
God-given thing that
well,
you
fuck
can
it,
have?
flip it.
Like,
Biggest turn off. I know you got some of those.
yeah. If your breath stank.
Really? Bad breath?
I
Most
just
dudes,
can't.
you mess with dudes who smoke blunts and shit, so they breath would be hot. So let's keep it a stack.
No, for real though. Once I dated this guy and he didn't smoke, and his breath sometimes was just kicking like I think he had a rotten tooth
Ate ass.
or something.
That's what smell like
And I
ass
just was
all
like,
the time.
it just made him so not cute like so quickly. It was like instantly like boom, oh my god, you're not hot. There's nothing about you
Facts.
that could make me be attracted to you now because you're just breathing this in my face and I
Yeah.
just can't deal with it.
Women with it, because I'm all about hygiene. So that
Mm-hmm.
to me goes with hygiene. So like feet, nails, hair, like so bad breath on a woman. I've met the most gorgeous woman like that the world thinks is that in the breath game. It was
not it.
halitosis. Instantly cut off. And then I found out halitosis was fake. That was made
is
up by the
that?
Listerine. You never heard of halitosis?
No.
See, oh yeah,
Doesn't Listerine give you like throat cancer?
exactly, because it started off as like floor cleaner. And then they did this whole campaign that they created this disease called halitosis, and that only Listerine could cure it, and we all believed it, and now we're all drinking fucking floor cleaner.
But not me.
Because you're smart, because you're on your God energy. All right, secret talent no one knows you have.
Oh, I'm really good at horse riding. I have had horses. I sold them when I moved recently, but
Me too.
really?
I mean,
You have horses?
Equestrian, yeah.
Do you ride English or do you ride
Bareback, raw. All the goddamn time. Impregnating. No, I'm just
Shut
like.
up. Oh my god.
This has been Close Conversations with Iggy Azalea. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going down. Nick Cannon Mornings. In My Defense is coming this summer. And make sure you rock with us and keep bringing that heat. I'm a fan. Always going to
you.
be a fan.
Thank you.
Love, Queen.